I invite you to join me, to participate in this inquiry into the miracle of our souls, to become part of the psychic connection.
One love, welcome to the feedback loop. I'm Naeem. Just wanted to make an update on the remote viewing January 2021 project. This is an ongoing experiment where I'm using remote viewing to target major news events of the upcoming month. So basically, a precognitive experiment using remote viewing to try and see major news events of the upcoming month in advance. So I want to bring your attention to my website, which is www.thefeedbackloop.info. And on there, I post these sessions. On December 26th, I published a remote viewing session, a bunch of different impressions, and I wrote some short summaries on my website summarizing those. I want to bring your attention to this one in particular. I'm just going to read it here. It says, I'm standing across the street from a structure, not skyscraper tall, but multi-story in an urban area. I get a sense of many rectangular panes, stroke features. I see it in a violent state of destruction. Violent, thick, black smoke, gray, stroke maroon colors. Crackling small fires, sense of collapse and escape. Life inside. Panic, a loud roar. Explosion, stroke, detriment, collapse, stroke, expulsion, energetic event. I had an AOL of like demolished, like, a building getting wrecked. And then I also looked at the land, which I'll show you in a moment, and I got the base of the structure has a door and a small staircase that leads out to a fairly small urban street. Hot sense of fire. I hear yells, ambulance. And I also attempted to determine the date of this happening. One of the criticisms I'm getting, and rightfully so, is to try and somehow be more specific, if I can, on certain things. So this was a really clear visual. So I tried to probe into the timing, and the sense I got was that this would happen near the end of January, and the sense I got was January 24th to 27th, and that was my test run, my first test at doing this to try and find the date. So, and when I published this on my YouTube community tab as well. You could see it there. On the 25th, I think it was Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there was a bombing or an explosion in Nashville. This is not what I saw, and I still posted my work the day after because, as I noted, I'm saying that this was going to happen near the end of January. What I saw, what I'm recording here. So here's my session, and on page 16, here's my data. I wrote rectangular panes, loud hum, multi-story, destruction, collapse, urban. I wrote crackling smoke, small fires, escape and burning. I see a structure in smoke, stroke collapse, loud roar, explosion, energetic event, I wrote. Probing more into it, I got gray, smoke, maroon, tall, panic, collapse, detriment, like a death, expulsion, and my AOL of demolished. And here's my determining the date. I wrote here around the last quarter of January. I felt like January 24th to 27th. And here's my land drawing. Small set of stairs, a door, rectangular enclosure around the front of a structure, small urban street, sense of ambulance, hot fire, and yells. So that was my data that I published. And now there's breaking news. This just happened today. So today's January 20th. So 4 days, I said January 24th to 27th. I expected this event to happen. Here's Madrid explosion leaves 2 dead. City's mayor says a gas leak was suspected to have caused the blast. At least 2 people have died following a blast that caused a building to partially collapse in the Spanish capital, Madrid. Partially collapse. Initial assessment suggested a gas leak. He told reporters a fire was still raging inside the building, which belongs to the Catholic Church and is in the center of the city. At least 8 people were injured in the explosion. and they have a couple diagrams here to show the location and the structure of where this happened. And you can see here, you know, whole parts of this building were blown out. It was a place called Cal de Toledo. So it says emergency services, fire crews, and 11 ambulances, came to the scene. People were evacuated. 4 floors of the building were destroyed. Here it is on Yahoo News. 2 dead after blast wrecks building in central Madrid. A couple pictures here. And let me just play this little video clip so you can get a better look of this in motion. So you can see the firefighters there still assessing the situation. This is still ongoing as I'm recording this. I just saw this report, and it's the one. It's the one I saw. Small urban street, rectangular panes. So here's what I posted this 3 weeks ago on the YouTube community tab as the sort of the link to to my website, because I saw this really clearly. Here's a Google Earth view, street view of the front of the structure, the Cal de Toledo. I don't want to butcher it. The structure that was in the explosive event. And here's the front. Here's this drawing that I drew of the land where I said it was going to happen. Here's a side-by-side comparison of my drawing and the structure. Now you can see the slanted area near the top was the defining feature that I saw, and these diagonals in the middle section, very boxy features around here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I was pretty confident in this drawing because it was very clear to me, and a couple days off with the date, but hopefully you can see how remote viewing is it's not exact, but there's things you can do and ways to handle psi information, intuitive information, to bring it under control, and hopefully this is serving as a demonstration of that. So you can see here my data published on December 26th last year, and here's the news story today, and the drawing side by side. So let me know what y'all think in the comments about this data and the event. It's still unfolding. I got the keywords: collapse, explosion, building in an urban area, small urban street, rectangular panes, maroon, gray. If you're interested in intuition and remote viewing, maybe interested in how this is done, or you want to learn more about remote viewing, check out my website, The Feedback Loop, www.thefeedbackloop.info, to follow along with this project and learn more about remote viewing in general. If you like this channel and want to see me produce more content, consider liking and subscribing, making a donation, or checking out my music and making a purchase in order to help me continue doing what I do here. You can check the links in the description for all that information. Thanks for watching, y'all. One love.